Hello, everyone. um, okay, so first of all, I want to start kind of explaining what happened last time. First of all, the stream ended like extremely abruptly, and that's because our power went out. And yeah, I have an inverter, but I did not have it like switched like to backup mode, so yeah, it just went off, and it didn't come back for like about like 6 or 7 hours. So yeah, that's why the stream ended like very abruptly the last time. Um, yeah, so to kind of give you an idea, so I think it was like a Friday that I stopped the stream, or that the stream like cut off or whatever, and then I didn't stream again for until now. But I was planning to take like the next 2 days off anyway. And then I was kind of like thinking about a lot of different things. Specifically like uh what I want to accomplish within like a relatively like decent time frame. Because I think as motivated as I feel, I think at some point I'll feel like burned out if I don't see some kind of progress, considering the fact that it's just me working on this, right? So, um, yeah, I think I kind of pivoted from like I want to make everything on my own to maybe I'll make the things that I cannot find on my own. For example, I'll show you in a little bit in my Unreal world. I didn't find some like a good road, like a road mesh. So I went into Blender and then figured out how to make that. Um, I did it very like basic, but yeah, it works. And then I also did get into like the texturing of it. I got a free texture that was procedurally generated. Um, so I couldn't export it straight into Unreal. So whenever you have a procedurally generated texture in Blender, you need to bake it first. So basically, what that means is you need to bake, or you need to create a new image and then bake whatever um, textures and maps and whatever you want to go onto the mesh. And that way you have image textures that are just applied to your mesh instead of them being like procedurally rendered. Um, so I did that as well. Um, and then I'll show you what the road looks like. Yeah, I did a few things. I played around with landscapes. Um, yeah, there was a lot of different things I tried, and all of them looked really terrible. um, until I found this thing called MW Landscape Auto Material. Um, and then I looked at a few different like setups. I'll also show that like just now. Um, yeah, and I kind of like one of the setups that I found. And then yeah, I think that's basically it. I found the map and I was like, cool. I'm gonna. I like this map layout. I like it. It looks nice. So I took a screenshot of it from like top down, and that's basically what you're seeing on my screen right now. So that's what I did. So this is the whole map. Um, And yeah, I did already put this in. This is just like it just falls off like into the abyss basically. But I will put this back in, and then I'll kind of okay, I think I'm like jumping the gun right now. So yeah, so I got this map. I like the layout of it. And then I started planning because I thought it's probably a good idea to kind of figure out where I want everything to go. So these I kind of color coded everything. So the red, I started with the red. So if we like basically do this, I started with this, and then I was like, okay, I want the start area to be kind of here, and then this looks like a decent area for like a small town. And I was thinking maybe you can start rebuilding a smaller town and then transition into like a bigger city. But I feel like the progression is odd because you're doing this, exploring the mechanics, then going there and doing the same mechanics again with maybe one added thing. And I don't think I want, at least at this point, I don't want a small town to be rebuildable, I think. So to back up a little bit more, basically what I wanted to do is, or what I decided to do was making a map called, like, let's call this one map or option that you can play through, and just release this with all the mechanics and things like ready on this map, and then stop at say like the start of building your city before you build walls and stuff like that, and that'll be like my first release. I think that's like a good way to do it. I think that's doable before I burn out. Maybe not. I don't know. But I think as I see the progression, I think it'll become it'll drive me. So okay. So basically, the flow I thought of was, if you start here, I want you to naturally progress through the zone and then find things that'll help you like explore the game, explore the mechanics, and so on. So I started with the cities, so this was just blocking out where I wanted things to go. Uh, I iterated on this already. I'll give you my thoughts. I have it in my head. I didn't change it yet. So city details. Actually, it was the roads first. So I was thinking about making the roads like go from this city off to like here, and then maybe your first outpost will be here. This was my thinking. And maybe I don't want these roads to be like, or these roads at least, to be like tar roads. Maybe they'll be like uh, ground, like gravel or yeah, dirt roads. I'm not sure. And then we'll see how it looks in game, and then we'll kind of decide. So I thought, okay, I'll make a road go from here, and then it like winds around. Um, Maybe we take it through here, and it like connects here, or we just go around this and then have these split off and go wherever. The reason, so I didn't know, or I didn't think of it as in terms of like the roads need to actually connect in a way that roads connect. It sounds stupid, but the way I envisioned it from the top is like kind of like train tracks. Oh, this is like simple. It just connects here, it goes straight, whatever. But that's not how roads work, especially if we're talking like two-way. So that's why this looked like simple on paper, and I'll show you what I did, and then I'll show you the issues I ran into. And this made me kind of rethink what I was gonna do. Maybe making this like circular and making these go into the main circular road with like an intersection or something. And then here also it will be one intersection. It'll go straight through with an intersection on both sides going there and there. And these may be gravel roads as well as this one because I was planning the outposts. I want to make the map or keep the map interesting. So this is obviously not the full game, and I don't even think that this map will be like the full map at the end. I don't think I'll iterate on this map. Maybe I'll create a different one that's a little bit bigger. I'll show you the scale. I think it doesn't seem big, but I'll show you when I drop into the game. It's very big. So um but maybe yeah, once we get like some interest and some feedback, maybe we'll just change the whole map, or like I'll definitely just change the whole map into something different, something maybe a little bit more interesting. But I like this because it gives you a way to kind of progress. So yeah, basically what I'll do is we'll start in this area, and then you will progress through exploring the basic mechanics, and then once you get to the city, you'll start like the city building process, and from there you'll come back, maybe scavenge this for parts that you need to build your electricity, to get your electricity up, and so on. So from there, from this, I just spitballed like some things I thought here, like I was thinking about here. Outposts require maybe 100 wood and 20 iron to repair. I think to keep it simple again for the start, because I'm not a 3D artist, I can't do very complex things uh, in a like in a reasonable amount of time. I want to keep it kind of simple where I want to create the outpost, like a full outpost, and then the outpost um, will be sort of broken. So what I'm gonna do is um, in Blender, I'll create like a whole, like a full outpost. So like with fences and like a little like house or something, and then whatever it will be. So if the outpost is gonna be like a if you choose like something that generates wood, there will be like a lumber kind of thing there. If you choose iron, maybe there will be a little smithing type thing. Uh, this will happen in Unreal. However, the rest that's not changeable, I'll make in Blender in a way where the whole sort of mesh is it's fixed, like it's whole, but then demolish it. Like I'll break it in Blender. So I'll have basically like two meshes or two states of the same mesh. And then what I want to do is scatter these outposts across like across the biome, and then when you repair it, it just swaps out the mesh for the fixed mesh and then adds whatever you choose for that specific outpost. Like I said, wood, food, or iron, or whatever. Maybe we'll keep it relatively simple. I just listed three things that came to my mind, but we do have the planning board that has like everything, and we'll see what needs to like go in here. Um, but this is only like later, so we don't need to worry about it now. And then I was thinking about the city details, right? So the starting area, I wanted like 4 houses. I just want to see something quickly. Okay. Um, the starting area, I want like 4 houses, and you'll spawn like, let's say, in the first one, and then your first goal would be to kind of scavenge the rest of the houses, right? You'll go through it, clear them. There will be zombies, and then clear them, loot whatever you can, and that'll be like your introduction to like looting, for example. Then, um, so like I think I mentioned this before. The way I want this to play out is to almost have like a sort of quest book that you find. So so I'll guide the player like outside, for example, to the first house. And then the first house, it'll be like maybe like a doomsday prepping kind of person, like in the house, that like they're like a doomsday prepper, but maybe they turn into a zombie or whatever. And then you'll find a book there that's like sort of like a quest, like a quested book that shows you how to rebuild civilization. And I want this to kind of tie into the lore of this a little bit. Um, so you'll discover the book, and it'll basically be your way to, or it'll basically something the player can refer back to whenever they get stuck on something or they need to get to the next quest or whatever, and it'll like mark the map where they need to go. So the first thing I want to do is from here, it'll tell you go to the like other house and raid the houses, and it'll maybe mark the book for you so you don't miss it. And then once you get the book, it tells you like establish an outpost. So I did mark an outpost here, but I do not think I want this outpost here. Um because I think wait, oh it's um I no man. I don't want this outpost here because I feel like it's too close, and I want the player to start exploring the world. And then we'll remove this to it's now this is in a different layer. Um, I'm still thinking of some interesting things we can do to like fill the map. Um, but for now, I think this is okay. We'll decorate and fill it with different things as we go along. Yeah, so basically this is like the starting area, and then from here you raid. It gives you a quest map. It tells you to find an outpost. So, or no, actually, it tells you to gather materials, right? So you're gonna first gather some wood, for example. So these little yellow dots I made were like my forest planning, because this landscape is called a tundra. Now, I looked it up, and there are not really any like forest type things. And then also, when there are trees, they're very sparse, like they're very like scattered. I think sparse is the right word. So I just marked with some little dots where there might be like trees and stuff. And then maybe in the villages or in the little towns, there will be more, yeah, more trees for you to start with. So you're gonna gather the wood, and then the ores I marked like this. I don't want there to be that many because I want the player to actually fix the outposts and then use them to get the um, resources. So they start here, get the quest book. It tells them to gather some resources, maybe get some wood, get some iron, and then go to the outpost. It'll mark the first outpost like this one, and then they'll go there and they can use the wood and the iron to repair it. Or we swap the quests around, and it tells you, first of all, um, like maybe establish like a few outposts, and find people to help you or something. I don't know. Um, and then you'll first go to the outpost, and then it'll from there tell you, cool, you need 100 wood, 20 iron, and then it'll tell you to gather some, and then we'll add a little bit more trees here so they can gather what they need, and then fix up the first outpost. Then from here, I want to mark the city, right? So I want you to kind of like go here, and then if they visit this will be like a bandit camp. And I want there to be bandits in the bandit camp. um, but I want you to raid this or take this on to get your NPCs for the city, right? So the idea I had was you will, or the city will be marked from here. Um, Maybe you don't go straight to the city. Maybe you want to like mess around, build this, fix up another outpost. It'll generate resources like the wood, iron, food, whatever. And then you'll go to the city, and from here it'll introduce you to the actual like start of your city building. So I planned for 6 houses on this. One restaurant, one medical center, one storage center, like a logistics warehouse kind of thing, and then some like electricity. I think I want to I want to then have like a list of things for the player to do to explore what they or how they can fix up the city. For example, uh, the restaurant will need certain things, key things like, for example, a gas grill or like whatever, right? A stove. I don't know. And let's say like these are broken, so now you need to go find other like things. So we'll go like, for example, to the small town, and you'll raid the restaurant, and then you'll find the grill, and then you'll take it here, fix up your restaurant, and then you need someone to actually inhabit or to work the restaurant. Sorry, yeah, to work the restaurant. So you need to find NPCs. Now from here, um, maybe it'll guide you, tell you that you can find NPCs captured in bandit camps or um, maybe some outposts. So the logical next step would be to go like gear up, get yourself ready, maybe like fix up a few more of the outposts, rescue the NPCs that are there, and then ask them to come with you to take on the bandit camp. Then you'll take out the bandit camp, and you'll save all the 6 NPCs that you will find here, and they will inhabit the houses in your main city. Um, and then from there, you can start assigning them to work wherever. So they won't inherently have roles or specialties. I want this to work based on whatever you do, you become better at it. So your NPC will start working the restaurant. He will mess up a lot of food. Maybe he'll like there will be some loss at first, and then once he starts getting into like becoming like a chef, basically, um, he'll become better at it, and the food will be better and more, and he'll become more efficient at making food and so on. And so um, so now only your restaurant is repaired, and then it'll say like fix up the rest of the town, and that's where we stop holding hands, because I want the player to then explore the game and be like, okay, cool. So now I'm gonna fix up the medical center. What do I need? Okay, I need I don't know, like a bed, a medical bed or whatever. Where can I get that? I don't know. We're gonna go explore. Maybe you find in this town still, or maybe we place other smaller things around the map. You find like the bed you need, or whatever, and you take it back and you like make your medical central. You fix it up. Um, you yeah, and then it becomes a medical central. I want to use the same idea for this at this stage as I do for the outposts, whereby your outpost, like I explained, it'll basically have like a broken look and a fixed look. Similarly, for the restaurant, the medical center, and so on, I want there to be like a broken, I want it to be non-functional and functional, and I want you to distinguish that from like, or be able to distinguish it from what it actually looks like. Um, and then yeah, and then I think for all of these, you need um, you need electricity, right? So maybe on once you get your restaurant up and running, or you get, or maybe your first task would be fix the electricity, and then once you go and like get the things you need from like this small city, you will fix up your electricity and like boom, okay, then it takes you through the rest. It tells you to fix up the rest of the things. So whatever you then need, you'll get it from here. Maybe we'll add some other things like a lumber camp or whatever. I don't know. I just want to see something. My screen keeps flickering. It's a little strange. Okay. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah, so basically that's kind of where I am at the moment. So my thought process is okay, lay out and make as many things on this map as you can, and then see what you're missing, and then make that in Blender, export it, bring it in, and then like finish building it. And then once everything is like finished, like visually, we can start implementing the mechanics and so on. Okay, that was a good half an hour of yapping. So let's actually let me show you what I played around with so far. Okay, so I want to keep this here kind of so you can see. No, okay, whatever. We'll put it like there, and then just drag this. All right, so we'll go to the top perspective. So this is basically my I guess like the messing around map at this point. Um, I want to redo most of this map in this stream, because now I kind of understand what I want to do, and um, yeah, I can start fresh. Yeah. So yeah, as you can see, basically this will be the starting area, like I showed on this like the little map with the sketch, and then like first outpost, two outposts, bandit area, small city, um, like a raidable town. Let's call it a small raidable town. Maybe another outpost or something cool, and then the bigger city here. So once we go, let's go into perspective mode and I'll kind of show you the world. It's looking like kind of nice, kind of really nice. And this was using, like I said, the auto material thing. So it's a little like weird to get used to, but once you do, it's yeah, it's pretty cool. Um, so I made like this kind of ridge thing. I'll make it look better on my next like map. Just to like kind of stop the player from like going over, obviously falling off the map. This will be the first like city, so I'm thinking I maybe don't want to add like like these kinds of I guess you can call it mountain range, like on the edge. I think I would like um to I don't know, maybe make some bigger buildings here, like office blocks or something. I don't know, something to give it like a little city kind of feel, and then obviously so the player can't like walk off the map, right? Um, I'm not sure yet. We'll see. Yeah, then bandit camp here. I'll flatten out a lot of things. Still, I'm still getting used to the sculpting thing. It is a little strange, like I said. It doesn't give you these nice like slopes and stuff. The smooth slopes. It's very weird. Like for example, if we go to this side here, I tried to make this blend in a little, and it's like oh wait, maybe yeah. It's just odd to get used. It's weird to get used to. So anyway, so I made this road using something called splines in the landscape. So yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty quick to do things. Like you just click on like a connection point, and then you can like control click, and it'll just make a road. You need to assign a mesh to it. Um, and the mesh was the thing I didn't have. So I made this like road, basically a section. If we can just not go that fast. It's a small section. I think I can just show you like this. Like this. Oh, it doesn't show. Because it's not... can we put it there? Yeah. Basically just like this. Like a single section. I made this in Blender and then added the material, stripped or not stripped. I made this black and the bottom black because I think it's less intense than like this top texture and the sides. This I need to fix because it's like going. It seems like it's going like to the side and not like this. I don't know. I still need to like I think I need to fix that. Um yeah. And then I just basically dropped the if you select like a segment, you can go to spline meshes and then you just select whatever mesh you want to use and that's it. And then it just generated all of this road. So this is what I was talking about earlier. It didn't like I didn't think of it when I was like uh, creating the or drawing the roads. But yeah, this is important. Um, yeah, I think on the next one now, like I said, I will do. If we look from the top, um, I will make the road go like here, there. It'll go like around this, and then make like an intersection on it that goes straight, and this road will lead straight to your main city, and then um, yeah, straight to your main city, and then off of this road, we will have one going like this into the bandit camp, and then one going off into the outpost. But I do think I want to make this like a little dirt road. I think it'll add a little bit of like variety, and maybe it'll look nice. I don't know. And then also this one will also lead to an outpost, so I do want to make that a dirt road too. Then from here, the last road that needs to be added is into this like little town area. Yeah, I need to, once I get to actually building the towns and stuff, I'll probably have to do some sculpting again. Um, yeah, like I said, it's kind of odd to get used to, because of the auto material thing. When things are like flat or not flat, but they make like a flat top, or even on an angle a little bit. If it's completely flat, it makes a puddle, which is annoying because sometimes you don't want a puddle, right? I'm not entirely sure how to fix that yet. Um, so I'll show you like this is my we don't really care about this world anymore, so I'll just show you some things. Uh, so we're basically gonna just flatten this probably to get the city going. And then I'm gonna smooth out everything so it doesn't look as weird, jagged. So yeah, we'll probably like drop this like substantially so we can actually build up to like here. Um, nope, other way. Okay, I'll show you the ditches now, like there, not the ditches, the puddles. It's very frustrating. So here, like these puddles, like they're cool, they look nice. Like for example here, when you're when you're like walking and you see some puddles and stuff like it's pretty cool. But like here, for example, whenever you do the roads, so I'll spline, like I use the spline, and then on the spline it says that it should either raise or lower the terrain to like match your spline. Sorry. That is when it creates these like very uniform flat areas. So what I was doing to kind of fix that was using not the circular brush, but this like alpha brush, and then just kind of let's just drop this a lot, and then just kind of like going around and like kind of just raising it. And yeah, I like the fact that I like this brush specifically because with this one you can actually see the circles whenever you do things. I don't like it as much. I tried other ones. They're like a little bit better maybe, but I like the like what's the word that I'm looking for? It's not circular or like a square. It's very unpredictable is the word I'm looking for. And I think it looks a little bit more natural than the other one. So if you like go like this, we're raising it there. Maybe it goes across the road a little bit. We can always like remove this from the road, like here. But we want it to look kind of, like the road is getting consumed at some like spots. And then obviously like you'll smooth it out a lot so it doesn't look that weird. So this helps a little to get rid of the puddles. But obviously at some places the puddles are still there. It's still a little bit annoying, but I mean, I guess they add some personality, right? Yeah, so that's basically what I've been doing with the road, trying to uh, yeah, make it look a little bit more natural, especially these things. Uh, like if the road is like very long, the whole road is just like raised. Which again, I think it's fine, but I don't know. I want to add some variety to it, you know. And then yeah, so that is kind of that is kind of all I did. I've been experimenting a lot with different things, different brushes, trying to figure out what looks best. And I think I decided sort of with in like for future, I don't want to stream everything because it does it's very difficult for me to feel like I need to be somewhat entertaining while being very focused on what I'm trying to learn, and I'm actually trying to grasp things and figure out like why this needs to happen, how that needs to happen. Like for example, before this like little 5-day hiatus that I took, I did not know anything about UV maps, about baking, and it was frustrating to me because I thought that I could learn it like on stream. And then when like like a random chatter joins, it's super nice that they're very helpful, but I struggle then to focus on actually taking in any information and learning. And I feel like it's obviously not very entertaining because I'm literally just like sitting, scrolling through Unreal Docs, reading up on splines, how they work, then like taking a little detour into like landscaping, figuring out how to do certain things. And yeah, so it's difficult for me to learn, and I also think it's boring to watch that. So I think it will be more entertaining when I'm like doing this because I can actually explain why I'm doing certain things, and it's not it might be tedious, but we'll see how the content goes. I don't like I said, I thought that maybe we want to stream everything. I don't think it's a good idea because it's frustrating for me, or not frustrating, but it's difficult and frustrating, yeah, to try and learn while feeling the need to be engaging, talking, whatever. So yeah, so my goal for now from here is to I'll load the new map. It's the same map. It doesn't have this or anything done to it yet. Um, and then what I want to do is I want to lay out the roads, the splines, add the roads, add this wall, make it look a little bit better. Come over to this side. This also doesn't come with like this kind of wall, so I'll add this too, make it look a little bit better, and then maybe just tend to the roads, like sides and stuff a little bit. I think I will be a little bit more attentive this time, like with the road placements. The last time, so if you look at this, the splines have like this a control point. And the last time I didn't really go around and look before, like I didn't go and look at the placement before I placed it. And I want to put them like a little bit lower so we don't have these very raised edges and stuff. So for example, in the next one, when I place this one, I want to like control it. I want to pull it down a little closer to the ground, and then um, I'll place uh, the next point. So from here, um, yeah, I'll then like place the next point or whatever. So yeah, and then I need to keep in mind that whenever like I get to a point like this, for example, um, no, I don't need to worry about that. The way that the way that I was thinking of fixing this is kind of doing it like a little bit scuffed or okay, so what I'm thinking of is making an intersection that can join the road. So the way that I was thinking about it was like basically putting a no, let's just deselect everything. So basically I want to add a point like here, and then from here I want to rotate this. So the road you can I don't know if you can see it, but there's like a very faint. Let's actually yeah. There's a very this line. You want to like move it so it's like this. As much like as perpendicular to this road as we can get. But we will change it again. Like we'll fix it. Um, I'll show you what I mean by fix it now. So we'll do like this. So that's our point where we want the intersection to be, and then like we'll just click like this, and then that'll basically be the road that goes up there. If we want to do these intersections, otherwise doing like a gravel road, I think, yeah, we'll figure it out. And then yeah, from here you do, like I said, mesh. Because we have this like selected, there's a landscape spline meshes. We'll add it, and then we need to drop it here. So it's this road. We drop there, and it makes road. Now what we need to do is actually rotate this so it's actually like perpendicular, and then raise it a little bit. I just want to see, so I have like that, and then we'll bring it a little bit like this. Yeah, and then we're basically just gonna like line it up with this. We're gonna play around with the rotation a little bit. It's actually not that one, it's this one. Something like this. We're gonna mess it up again now. And then just yeah, I guess kind of like just keep playing with it until we get it the way we want it to be. And yeah, I think that's about it. Oh, and then I wanted to look at the stops and stuff because the problem now is if you have a road that comes in like this line won't should not be here. So the thing that I need to think about whenever I'm placing this is either to like, for example, insert a point here. I don't know if you can. I'm sure you can add like a spline point, uh, maybe, um, or add one here and one here. So that way we can replace the middle mesh whenever by just removing this. We can just like remove the line. In Blender, for example, we can take the same one, remove the line, rebake it, and then call it whatever, and it will know that we can like then turn here. So this will be open. And then also I did find some oh, it's not here now. That's nice. Uh I'll find it, but it's basically maybe it's in here. No, it's fine. So I found like a stop sign. Let me just say it. Not a stop sign, like stop road marking, and then a line as well. We can add the line like here, and we can put the stop here. We'll then obviously we'll put like a stop sign here. Whenever we're done like decorating everything, and yeah, that's kind of how we'll do it. So for this stream though, I want to go into the new world, do the road, make it like round. We'll bring it around like this. We'll do an intersection there. We'll do maybe an intersection here. I don't know yet. And then definitely an intersection here because this needs to run like from the town, from this little town where you're gonna spawn at, into the main um, road. Yeah. So yeah, let's start. So I'm trying to figure out how they're actually, or what the best way to what the best way is to like name and um, organize these files. So I created like a levels file folder where we'll actually oh, you can't see this, but anyway, I created a levels folder so we can like stay organized, put our levels in there, and then yeah. Okay, so I think this, yeah, so we'll go this one. Okay, I will be going back to lit. Let's just do this. I'm gonna turn it on a little like this, just so we can see like our whole map. Um, yeah, I think this is cool. All right, so first of all, we're gonna start with the splines. So we're gonna follow, we're gonna go around like this, basically making this our first little circle. So I'm just gonna start off like here. I want to make it like a little artsy, you know, a little scenic. So let's just see where our, okay, that looks pretty good. Then I want it to go like maybe, yeah, actually, you know what? We're just gonna move this whole thing over here. And then we're just gonna make sure that the height is correct. It's not. Cool. Okay, and then we're gonna add one here. And then we'll go like around. And then we'll turn in. Yeah. Oh, okay, wait. This is exactly what I was saying that I should be aware of. More attentive. Um, yeah. So here, we want to actually raise it up. and let's just like make it hug the ground a little bit more. This one as well. We don't need to make it hug exactly because that's what this is for. So whenever we say deform landscape to spline, it'll actually just pull the ground up. But we don't want it to be very yeah, I forgot the word now. Dramatic. We just want it to like go up a little bit. So that is hanging in the air a lot. So cool. I think this is good. So we're gonna click on this one first, and then we are gonna go probably like here. Okay, so it seems like we're gonna have to keep adjusting everything. Pull it up. Oh, so this was the other thing that I took such a long time to figure that out. Uh, basically, when the like road is here, the grass will stick out through the road, and so we have to add a layer, and then we're gonna use something that this auto material they actually provide you with a like a map or texture thing. I can't remember now, but you can basically like remove the grass. But it's not there by default, so you need to like I played around and then I got it to work, but it was very like finicky. I don't know if that's the right word. It was like yeah, didn't want to work with me. Okay. Uh this one is fucking somewhere. Oh, it's very far. Maybe I need to not do this, and maybe I need to do it like bit by bit, so we have a little bit more control because I do not think that we can, let's see. I don't think we can actually, yeah, because if we get it to raise like here, it'll like be very far in the air like here. So, um, yeah. So I'm gonna remove this point, and then we'll do it like bit by bit, basically, as the road like um or as the terrain changes like rather drastically. So the nice thing about this is I can use my first road and then I can just like completely replace it everywhere. If I create an updated road section. Um, yeah, I feel like that's really neat because I think it would be difficult um, or annoying at least if we had to constantly recreate all of this. The one thing I already thought about was roads aren't flat usually, um, at least not here. They're like very slightly like a little like this so that the water actually can flow down if it rains and it doesn't like puddle up or whatever in the middle of the road. So usually it's built with like very little bit like this. So I need to fix that in my mesh because my mesh is just my mesh. My mesh is just completely flat. So let's the thing that I'm thinking of now is there is a road that's gonna come out like from probably on this. There's a faint line here. So there's a road gonna come out from there. So I wanna just make it easier for my future self and just like turn this. I'm gonna make it 90. Is that actually? Yeah, well, obviously it's actually 90, but yeah, okay. So then this road should fit on here slightly better, easier. Okay, so we're gonna take this. Then we need to just play around again. Amazing. Okay. Okay. So no, we want to move it on this, yeah, like that. That is annoying. Let's keep this flat. We'll see what the brush tool actually does here. Sorry, with the sculpting. we'll see what it does here when we deform. But this one is a little bit annoying. Actually, maybe something like this, because then it'll just remove this, which isn't as drastic, and remove that. So we'll go here again, and then we'll do a little bit further. Now this one, I do think we can probably, not like that, maybe we'll just turn it like a little bit. Same with this one. Maybe we'll lift it a little bit. Okay. It actually seems like it keeps resetting the. Yeah, something like this. Yeah, okay. Let's actually, I'm gonna apply the mesh. We're gonna add the mesh so I can actually see what it looks like. So we're gonna say select all segments, and then here in the spline meshes, we're gonna add one. In the open mesh, I'm just gonna drag my road there, and it's just gonna make my road. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay. So it's looking pretty okay so far, I think. Maybe, yeah, that's fine. Okay, so again, we're gonna go around here. So we want to kind of maybe hug this a little bit like this. So we're gonna go maybe to like here. You know what? I'm actually gonna like, I'm actually gonna just control click to finish the whole like road, and then I'll like go over it again and then just adjust all the points where needed, because I feel like um it's okay. I feel like I'm doing more work than I have to do right now. Maybe we'll do like this. Oh, actually, there was one road, but it's only on this side, yeah. So we're gonna go like this. So here, I have to make a kind of straight-ish. Maybe we'll go like this. Actually, no, no. Because I need to The road that will, so there's going to be this road from here and it's going to come down here, and we want this to become like an intersection. So for right now, I'm going to keep these roads all the same, but I need to block out more or less what that like intersection will be. So then I can replace that mesh specifically with the intersection mesh. So uh, I need to, let's say the road comes in like this from here, then I need to basically go up to this point and then create another point not that far away, but also maybe like maybe something like this. And then basically from here, when I go, oops, when we finish the road, or let's do like same here, like we said in the, or like I explained on the little picture, the planning, it's basically there's going to be another little town here. So there's going to be a road coming in like this. So I need to do the same again here. So what I'll do is from here, we're going to go like here. And then again, it doesn't really matter at this point. We're just going to do like this. So now these 2 points, this segment, I can replace it with an intersection one. And then I can just drag this back if it's, okay, wait. I thought I could drag it back. Maybe I can't. Maybe I can. I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. Otherwise, we'll just update this segment if it's like a problem. So from here, we're gonna go, again, we wanna like kind of follow this line, make it kind of interesting. And then I think if we just hit this, yeah, it'll just complete the road. So this will be our basic like road. So now we can just quickly go over and tweak so they don't like float like this. See, it is at like a double. uh, Actually, then let's do this, and then on every like here and here. So then we can use this one. We can, ooh, wait. Oops. So I want to remove this actor, sorry, this control point. Click this one, then bring one right here so we can actually make this one go over the bump. And then click here, which will finish it. And then we should be able to just do like something like that. It doesn't need to be perfect because you know, the ground, we will deform the terrain to it. Oop. Okay. Maybe here we can just like turn it slightly. Raise it a little bit. Same here. Yeah, this is okay. There we go. Select. I just want to see where the control points are. Okay. This is fine. Okay. Okay. I like that. This one can maybe use a little bit of work. Okay. Okay. Now I'm wondering, did I? Yeah, I made this this whole thing one spline, one section. Okay. I actually think it'll maybe add like a little bit of personality to the map. It might just like remove all of this. So we'll see, and then we'll just go over everywhere, and then just kind of blend it in a little bit so it doesn't look weird. Maybe we move this one like, yeah. Oop, okay. Now basically we're gonna say select all the segments and then deform the land to all the splines. Now here we see the landscape deformation, raised terrain and lower terrain. I think in this case we want both. Um, actually, I don't want lower because we can just remove this with the sculpting tool. And yeah, like here, we can just clean it up with the sculpting. Okay. So first of all, let's just save for in case. Okay. And then deform. There we go. So you can see, like here, for example, when the terrain wasn't, it was kind of just, this was just floating in the air, it just kind of raised the terrain to match the road. Yeah, this here, it didn't do it, so we're just going to clean that up. So now we can see everywhere we didn't really have floating terrain anymore. Amazing. So a few things that I can see that is like a little bit weird that I don't necessarily like, and we're gonna fix that with sculpting. Is like this water here, because I do think it's going underneath as well. If we there's a way. Here. So if we do select all segments and we say hidden in game. No. Uh, what if we go here? Not that. Okay. I'm gonna go back to this. I just want to hide this quickly. Somehow. This worked earlier, but now. Okay. It's fine. Yeah, we'll see, because I didn't want this water necessarily to be right here. Um, so we'll add like patches like this where the ground is like the terrain is starting to cover um, the road a little bit. And then the other thing we need to do is clean up the road. We don't want this grass to spawn like on the road. Um, maybe we want like on the edges a little bit. Oops. Because sometimes the grass does like creep in, and it starts like growing through the cracks. Um, yeah, so basically now we're gonna go around and then just clear this up. And the way to do that, I believe, is to go here. Um, on the paint, go to this. We're gonna select just this normal one, and then we're gonna just make it one, and we're gonna turn the brush size down, and we should be able to, yeah, like you see, we're gonna remove those. We're just gonna remove all of this on the road. So I'm actually gonna turn it up a little bit more so we can hit like most of the road in one go. I'm not gonna be too like fussy about like this is exactly what I want actually, because sometimes it grows through, and I like this. I think it adds a little bit of like variation as well. It doesn't look too perfect. Okay. Gonna do it like a little bit more like 925-ish. Okay. Okay, this is gonna be a little bit like blind. We're just gonna fucking eyeball it. So we can't really see the middle. I think that's fine. There we go. So we can use this tool as well to like add some grass back. So let's say, for example, I personally, I like this. I like this little part here. So what we can do is use the same brush again. We'll just turn it down a little bit, and then we're just gonna shift click, and then it's gonna add the grass back. So we can just drag it along. There we go. And maybe we'll just drop like a little bit like on this here. Something like this. I like that. Okay. So we're just gonna, I think it was 925. Yeah, again here, I wanna keep as much of this as I can. So let's just turn it down and we'll just remove like, I like that. I like the, That was a nice long one. Okay. So this, yeah, this looks good. Okay, this obviously I don't want all of this in here, so I'm actually going to use the sculpting tool and we are gonna uh, just shift click to bring this down. Maybe I want a little bit like, and then we'll just smooth this out. Uh, I want like a little bit. And then we're gonna go back to the paint and just add a little bit of grass here. Um, okay, so maybe yeah, the grass, yeah, it's fine. 925. We'll do a long stretch again. Okay, again here. I want to bring that to like there. So I'm gonna remove this. And then again, we're just gonna, oh, then flatten, smooth. And then once more, paint, and we're gonna just add this back. It's not adding that much cross there, but it's okay. Maybe I want it to creep out a little bit if it wants to do that. Yeah, okay. Okay. Okay, sculpt, remove this, maybe keep a few. Something like this. Hmm. Okay. Okay, I think we're done. Now we just need to quickly clean this up a little bit. Let's see if I can actually put some of the grass here, but I didn't think there's that much growing here, yeah. Okay. Okay. I think the last one is just this little stretch here, and then we're done with this. Okay, then I'm actually gonna see what if I just I want to add a little bit here. Oh wait, I need to. There we go. Okay. Okay. Amazing. I think let's look at this. I think I kinda like this. Maybe I wanna just like make it a little bit more uniform. Sorry, not uniform, like actually not non-uniform. It looks okay. Yeah, I think this is good. I think this is fine. Um, so I think the next thing is to actually get the intersections ready. So yeah, that I'll do in Blender once again. Maybe this is it's fine. Um, actually don't like this. Just gonna break this up as well. Okay. This is so weird. I'm gonna just bump the strength down now. Okay. So yeah, I think next thing to do would to get the intersections prepped, and then basically replace those parts that we kind of mapped out. I believe it was like there was one here, and then there was one on that side, or not here, because this we want to make like a little gravel road maybe. But that side there should be one, two, and then one on this side. Yeah, but I think I accomplished. No, I did not. I was gonna say I think I accomplished what I wanted to on the stream, and then I remembered we don't want this. I want to raise this ridge actually. Um, but let's see what this does. I want to see if I can make like a little range with it, basically. Um, maybe it's too sharp. I think it's a little too sharp. Let's see what this one looks like. I'm just gonna do this so I can actually raise this inside here. Smooth it. Okay. I like these peaks. Maybe I want to make them a little like I don't know how I feel about this. I feel like it looks pretty shit. Um, let's actually. Do kind of like this. No, 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 not sub. It should add. Oh, I feel like I'm doing some stupid shit now, but honestly, we're just playing, right? Being an artist. Okay. Okay, whatever. I think I feel like this should be appreciated. So I'm gonna keep it like this. I feel like it adds something else. Maybe I will change it in future. But yeah, basically I feel like it looks small, like the world looks kind of small, like from this, but if you're actually like, I think this character is too close to the ground because it's like the default character, but or like some random character with no height setting, but it's actually much bigger. Like, okay, wait, we're just gonna. It's actually like really big. So this is something that's bothering me that I need to fix is this texture like on the side. I think I can just flip it and it will be fine, but yeah, we'll see. For now, it's okay. But yeah, it's actually like a really big like area. So yeah, I feel like this is gonna be like pretty interesting. So yeah, again, on the I think on the next stream, I want to figure out, or I'm gonna replace the intersections, and then I'm just gonna do the roads like into the like cities, towns, outposts, whatever, and then I think after that, I will probably start in Blender creating like the little houses and outposts and stuff. Um, and then I'll place them where they need to go. Yeah, I just wanna maybe fix this or not fix. I just wanna. Okay. Yeah, so that's it. We redid the path, um, or the road. Yeah, I think that's gonna be where I ended for today. So yeah, thank you for watching. If you're not in the Discord yet, please join the Discord. It's where I'm gonna be posting a lot of the bigger updates. Also, this will be on YouTube, the full VOD, and then I plan to release like a little uh shortened version of what we did in the last like week or two. Um, on YouTube, like a shorter clip, like summary, and then yeah, I think yeah. So I think that's it. Thank you for watching. Yeah, I hope it was maybe a little insightful. Don't know. Um, and yeah, a little entertaining. I feel like I'm gonna stick with this kind of format. I don't want to show like where I actually learn things because it's very boring, I think. Because I'm just like reading stuff and yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching. Yeah, I'll see you again later.